All right, today is the long-awaited day. It is taking almost 3.5 years for this day to happen. So super excited. Had to travel halfway across the country for today. So let's take a look and see what unfolds. So that way you can tell me about it. So how much of the, yeah.
So pretty much what you see there is what's left of the original, right? So except for the windshield post, this is gonna go too. This windshield post is gonna go.
Yeah.
The trunk lid stays. So practically the new trunk lid is attached on top of this one.
Okay.
So all that stays. The quarter panel is still on the here. We're gonna re-sheet metal this. This is the mold. This is not the body. The body's inside this piece.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, and then the door skin stays.
So technically the car's a little bit heavier after.
No, it's actually a little bit light. Almost the same. Last time we weighted, the weight the same.
Okay.
Some maybe a little bit heavier.
Yeah.
So we remove a lot of weight. Just the rooftop alone, the whole mechanism is heavy.
Oh, sure.
Then we took all the metal fenders and everything and we replaced it with a fiberglass body. And you can watch, this is a nose for example. This is the back side's nose. But this is the whole entire front end of the car.
Oh yeah, it's nothing.
Very lightweight.
Yeah.
Very lightweight. So, but it's very strong and it doesn't dent.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful thing about fiberglass. When it's metal, you can actually put a dent on it. That's fine. So it's not, the weight is about the same, almost the same. We added a little weight, but we're reinforced this center part right here with only steel. And people think when they see the sheet metal a lot of times online, they don't go, oh, you just bought, well, the sheet metal doesn't do anything. This car is sitting on its wheels.
Yeah.
It doesn't do anything. The structure is in it. And all the steel, which is still not done, still needs more up here. But
Yeah.
see all the steel that was added to it, that's what holds the car. The sheet metal is just to cover the hole.
Yeah.
People think I stretch the car with the sheet metal. No,
Yeah.
there's steel in there.
Yeah.
That's a little on the heavy side, but then again, just the roof that we remove and everything
Oh
else.
yeah, and then
So
the
weight
motors
is
for
close
the
enough.
yeah.
Yeah, I have the weight thing. Sometimes I weigh them, sometimes I just don't. But
Yeah.
they usually around the same, about the same.
Okay.
It could weigh a little more. Some cars maybe than other, different wheels, different stuff. But everything stays here, so everything is still there. Nothing has been ready. Nothing. We don't touch nothing. So, but we cut the car.
Yeah. You
That's
cut the
all.
car
Just
and
minor
yeah.
details. Just cut the car in half.
So then do you have to go back and
Then we create a new windshield pillar, new windshield post.
but do you
So-
put it on any kind of alignment to make sure it's all
there's a
straight
jig.
and everything?
To stretch it is a jig.
Okay.
I have a jig. Yeah,
Okay.
it's in the back. I have
Got
a
it.
jig where I sit on the jig and it clamps it from the bottom.
Okay.
And we pull it straight, and then everything is measured. The beautiful thing about it is you really can't mess it up. You gotta be really stupid to mess it up because it's imagine if you stretch a shoe box.
Mm-hmm.
When you stretch it, if you measure all your four corners,
Sure.
you can't put it wrong.
Yeah,
There's no way.
it has to be
If
square.
it was only two, well, you could go like this or
Yeah,
like this.
yeah.
When you do your cross measuring, and besides on the jig, it can't. But I
Yeah.
don't worry. The jig we use it mainly to keep the floor straight because that's the part that we can.
Oh. Mhm.
Other than that, no. I mean that it's very rare. Even when they make limousines, believe it or not, there is no jig. They stretch it on the wheels. And jack stands here, jack stands there.
Oh, sure. So you're basically, you could turn any one of these into a limo too if
I
you
could
wanted
turn it
to.
into a limo. I could have stretched it 10 feet, not just 12 inches.
Yeah.
The reason when I designed the car, I knew I needed a longer wheelbase. It was too short to turn into an exotic.
Yeah.
But when I started stretching it, and I saw that the wire gave me exactly 12 inches, I said, I could have gone an extra couple more, but then I said that was perfect because I don't have to. Imagine having to cut all this wiring.
Yeah.
And it's not about the work, okay, but it's more about, it makes it less, the integrity of the car.
Yeah.
I wanted the car to function and be a normal car.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've made it. Kit cars are usually known for not being the greatest.
Yeah, because it's one size fits all. So it's
functionality. Yeah, when you build a car like this, you worry only about the styling. We don't care how comfortable it is, how safe it is, how reliable it is.
Yeah.
We don't care about nothing. I can see out the window. I don't care, but it looks cool. Right?
Yeah.
That's mainly what people do.
Yeah.
But in my case, it wasn't about that. I wanted to keep the car, the integrity as much as possible, not structural, body-wise, but mechanically, electrical, functionality, AC, defrost, all that. So that's why we did that. But no, I mean, like I said, other than that, all the mechanicals of the car are intact. You can scan it, you can put, we do it also, we reset everything, but you can take a dealer that can scan the car, everything is still what it was.
Yeah.
I stretch, except for the fact that the the chassis, the body was stretched. Then we put a new body on it. Everything was changed. Now windows, obviously, even the window motors inside there, the tracks, the regulators, they're still the same ones. Handles are still the same. But the windshield post was completely cut off. And we created a whole new windshield pillar. And then we also added a different structure. Even your roll bar is still in there.
Oh, nice.
The roll bar is still in there, but it was modified. It was modified to drop it down.
Oh, sure.
But it's still in there, the roll bar. So everything is as it was. Your full trunk is still in here. The trunk is still in there, full, except for, in this case, so the battery on this car, I don't know if you knew or the word, I don't know if you're familiar with it.
Yeah, I had to replace one once.
Okay, you know the battery was over there.
Yeah.
Well, then the battery had to be moved because what happens is the windshield got pushed forward. So the battery comes under here. Okay, so you just got a cover.
Oh, okay.
So the battery, that's your other. You told me not to put it on.
Yeah, I don't want that on there. Yeah.
So here's your thing, and there's the tools over there, and your manual.
Oh, sweet.
So it's just the battery's strapped in, but this is just to kind of give you some sort of decent look. You can put it in bag or whatever.
Yeah.
Now your trunk is still there. The rear trunk is still there as well, and then the area where your top used to fall onto, obviously now is a foot longer, so you have this whole room. That's where your top goes. So I mean, which is where the rear deck is. So that was created. Everything else still there.
That's awesome.
But yeah, it's a lot. I mean, it's still. Don't get me wrong. It's still a lot of fabrication to.
So then, if a car gets into an accident and the insurance says I need a whatever piece I need.
Okay.
How's that work?
Well, the only one who manufactures
I know.
say it is me. So you just call me and say, Franco, I need a whole front end, I need a fender, I need a hood, I need a bumper. And I usually give it to customers, especially when they own the car already, it's a cost. Anybody else cannot buy it.
Sure.
So if you call me tomorrow, I don't know, you say I want a front end, I won't sell you one.
Yeah.
But if a customer calls me and say, hey, I damaged my bumper, just cost. Whatever the fiberglass charges me.
Okay.
$800 to make a bumper.
Yeah.
$800.
Okay. Cool.
So there's two ways. If you ever get into a wreck, you need to get a gear fix. You can take it to any car shop, and your insurance can, or when they want to make an estimate, whoever's going to give an estimate, they got to call me for the pricing of the parts. So
Okay.
I can tell them, hey, this is how much the parts are.
Got it.
And then labor is labor.
Sure.
If for any reasons I'm not around, I retire, I won the lottery, I'm living in Cancun now.
Yeah.
Then you have to go to a custom car shop. You got no option. You have to go to a custom car shop. You can bring me any car in the world, I don't care what car it is, and this side is damaged, I can rebuild this side to mimic that side.
Sure.
So at that point you're screwed. You got to go to a custom car shop.
Yeah.
You still can get it fixed.
Yeah.
But most of the times, if the damage is intense, then most of the time the insurance is going to total it because they don't even want to deal with it.
Yeah.
It's just out of the.
Well, and then what I found is because I use what's that? It's the classic car insurance.
Oh, that's good.
Yes.
Chrome or the other one, the Haggerty.
Haggerty.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
So then you just pick a number and then you insure it for that amount.
You're better off because they're a company that used to working with this kind of cars. So they're not getting.
So this is insured for $100,000.
Yeah, then you're good. You're good because they know about custom cars.
Yep.
They understand they work with custom car shop with part suppliers that are kind of odd, not a dealer.
Yeah.
So that's okay with them. But for example, the red car back there, when it got rear-ended, it was Allstate or one of those, State Farm, one of those. They called me.
Yeah.
They said, yeah, what do you need? The whole rear end? Sure, no problem. You can bring me the car and I can fix it for you. I can still do an insurance job, no problem.
Yeah.
Or I said, if you want to have some of the shop do it, no problem. I can give you the whole parts that you need. And that wasn't that expensive. I mean, the parts, the whole rear end on the backs, I think I was going to give it to them for $1,700.
Yeah.
Talking about an $80,000 car, $1,700 for the whole entire rear end,
which is way cheaper than a regular exotic. Yeah.
I mean, and then they totaled the car because this insurance.
They didn't know.
The guys, the estimator came over and goes, well, this is what they did. They said, well, we don't know how to estimate how many hours it will take to replace this bumper. So they said, well, let's go under the statistics on a McLaren. So to remove a bumper was $17,000. So they totaled the damn car and they sent it to the auction. All I needed was a bumper.
Jeez.
This is ridiculous.
And then you ended up getting it for how much? How much did you buy it back for?
I got on the auction for $30,000. The first time I went on the auction, I went for $36,000. And obviously after that it became Sarge. It had a
Yeah.
Sarge. Now it has a Sarge. But it went for $36,000. I said it's too much. I'm just not buying it.
Yeah.
And the car went to Texas. 2 years later, the car pops at the auction again. They didn't fix it. And somebody, you know, I have a lot of fans, so-called.
Yeah.
And they hit me up, hey, Franco, one of your cars at the auction. Again? And I looked it up, and this time I got it for 30. It was about 20-some thousand for delivery, shipping, this, and So I got it for that.
And that's the original.
That's the original. That's the metal part.
Yeah.
Well, not anymore. Now the rear is fiberglass.
Yeah.
Just all I did was change the bumper and the little vessel where the tail lights are.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. That's the only thing I've replaced. Everything else is metal. Pum, 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 pum. Fiberglass.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but so most of the time, that's what happened. Now, when it comes to the safety of the car, I'm not going to tell you the car is as safe as factory because I can't claim that anymore.
Right.
It's been cut, it's been mutilated, it's been customized. You can't expect it to be as safe as factory.
Yeah.
But considering this what a custom car usually is, you have all your stuff is there. Everything is there, from your roll bar to your door with the impact protection bars.
Yeah.
Your seat belts are the factory ones. Your airbag system in the car is still activated. They're still working. And you can see because when you put the key on, all your lights will do a check. It shows you that everything is working. And then when you turn on the car, you'll see the lights will turn on.
Yeah.
The only light you're going to have on, which is what you lost, is power mirrors. You lost it.
Okay.
Because of the modification, we just can't. The mirror is no longer here. The mirror is literally here now.
Okay.
You understand? We had to move it. The wiring, it's just a shit. So you have the mirrors, you can still move them by hand, set them up in place, but they're no problem. And you don't have your water jets.
No water jets?
The little water jets on your windshield wiper thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gone.
So then how do you clean the windshield?
You throw some water on and you wipe it down. Your windshield wipers work. But
Okay.
the little water jets, the little things that shoot water, the reason is the Porsche, this one doesn't have it already. The water jet bottle is over here. It's a big bottle under the fender.
Okay.
So practically, you see this right here? See this? See this? That's where your water bottle was, right here. Well, when we put 20-inch big and fat wheels, we hit it, we can't.
Yeah.
We have to get rid of it.
Oh, sure.
We got no choice. No, we got no place to put it. We technically could figure out a way to create a new custom one, but if I tell you how much is this going to cost because of how many hours we got to make a custom bottle and it's going to cost you $5,000, you're going to go, Franco, $5,000 for a water bottle? Well, yeah, because it's not the water bottle itself, it's how long it's going to take me to. So we just said, it's a custom car.
Sure.
You really need water jet, so we get rid of it. Those are the two things you did lose. In the dash, you're going to see the little light of the water bottle.
Got it.
It's on. You just put a black sticker on and kill it. So that's what you lost. I don't know if you're familiar with this kind of cars, kick cars, so-called. That's nothing. You lose everything on it. From airbags to Vaders, name it. No airbag systems, no nothing. Everything's gone. No windshield wipers issue. So that's actually amazing on this kind of cars, being a kick car that way. It's been transformed to what it is. It's different than when you grab a regular Porsche and you drop a wide fender.
Oh yeah, I've seen the wide fender
you make it
stuff.
all fat, but still the same car. But
Yeah.
you cut the whole damn thing up and you rebuild the whole thing. The chassis is not made for this body style, so some things are just not in the right position.
Yeah,
That's
makes
the only
sense.
reason why. Now, it's not impossible. Sure, one day you want to drop the money, you can maybe have a custom shop, say, hey, I would need that part if it's so important. You know what I mean? We just say, hey, we can't do that. Just get rid of it.
Yeah.
Screw it. It's a custom car.
Sure.
I mean, top. Screw the top. Take it off. Who needs a top?
Mm-hmm.
Top is removable. You know that, right?
What's that?
You know that you can.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Top is removable.
Yep.
Like, even this guy, he goes, Franco, I want to put the top. There you go. I'm like, why you even drive this car with the top on? Well, what if it rains? You need to drive this car in the rain? Really?
Yeah.
Like, really? This is a car to go cruising on a weekend, like a Harley.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it's for. It's not for, but hey, to each his own. Right? So this is the
Does that one have water bottles since you build that one from scratch?
No, what about that one? Actually has a windshield wiper. He paid $7,000 for me to be able to put this damn windshield wiper on it. You can see how it sticks out.
Yeah.
This car was done a while back, but he damaged the hell out of it. He screwed it all up. So we had to remove the whole interior, redo doors. He messed up the windows. He thought he knew what he was doing, I guess. But anyways. And yeah, he messed up the seals. He messed up the latches on the roof. So now the roof changed position. We have to redo all. And this is, oh, Franco, it was just the latch. Yeah, but you messed everything up. Now I have to use different latches and completely make the roof and the windows in a different position. Now we have to rebuild this. And obviously, this is not a perfect, even your car, I'm not going to say it's perfectly watertight. I don't think so. You might get a drop here and there. Okay, it's not going to be like it's going to pour inside. It won't. But sometimes you may get a drop here and there. Okay, you could. Lately, I'm getting better. The more I build, the better it is for me to figure out what's the problem. You know, so I got them to be pretty good. But I have heard from a couple guys, hey, I was watching, I got a couple of drops. Okay, well, collect them and save them for souvenirs. What am I going to do? I mean, even my buddy bought a brand new Corvette, and he tells me that he gets drops of water inside.
Yeah.
It's convertible. Brand new C8. And it drips inside. Oh, dude, you know what? Listen, you know, we do the best we can with the budget we have.
Yeah.
Okay. I always tell people, 50 grand is a lot of money if you take a trip to Paris for a week. But to build a car like this, shit. Okay, it's not a lot. Okay, so we do the best we can with the budget. I'm not saying. So what I'm saying with that is, it's not that it cannot be done.
Yeah.
I can sit there for a month, and I'm gonna find a little water drop. Where the hell's it coming from? I'm gonna patch that sucker up. You're gonna pay my bills for a whole month. It's gonna cost you 10 grand.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna have me for a whole month sitting there just with the other guys throwing water on it. What the hell? So we try to do the best we can, but you know, we don't really put a lot of emphasis on it. Just it's good enough. Does it drive? Does it run? Does it look good? Cool, go. You know. And so, but by no means none of these things are that can be actually corrected. They could be. You know.
Yeah.
But I always tell people, you want to pay 85 grand for a Vex, you want to pay 50 grand for a Vex. What do you want to do? It's up to you. I would like to build it for 300 grand, make you a show car and put a $30,000 paint job. It's not that I can't do a better paint job. I just won't. It's not enough budget for it.
Yeah.
I'm sure people get that.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. So, I mean, other than the mirrors and that, everything else is still original. Everything's factory. Everything, however it worked before, it works now. Your windows have been changed, your side windows. That's the other thing. When I send you the car, I'm going to send you a list of some of the parts that you can actually, there has been, windshield, for example. This is not a Porsche windshield anymore. This is not a Porsche window. And the headlights, obviously, Warnose is from Celica, Toyota Celica. So some of these parts that I use that are not, I'm going to give you a list with the car. When I give you, when I ship you the car, you're going to have a list inside with some of these parts, just in case you ever need a window. You don't need to call me. Hey, Franco, where do I get this window? It's just a Honda window. You can just buy it. You know what I mean? Windshield is just a Chrysler windshield. It's a Chrysler Sebring convertible. That's what the windshield came from. So some of this, not a lot of things are custom. You know, grills and things are custom, but some things are not custom. The custom windshield will cost you $7 grand.
Yeah.
When this one costs you $120.
Yeah.
For you, not for me. I don't care. Even if I paid 20 grand, you pay.
But yeah, if I get it cracked or whatever, I need to know which one to get an order. Yeah.
I always tell people, I said, hey, I can use a $20,000 wish. It would have given me freedom of design. I could have designed it even better because now I can make my own wish. But you're gonna pay the 20 grand, not me.
Yeah.
No, this way, if you ever have, you can call any auto glass and they can swap it brand new. It's price. But I'll give you just so you don't forget later. I'll give you a list with the year, make, and model of each. This is Honda Accord window, Toyota Celica headlights. I think it's a Kia Sportage taillights.
Okay.
The left is on the right is on the left, and they're sideways instead of upright. But they actually come from a Kia Sportage. We did that trick.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's like the Vendetta lights. These lights were CRV, Honda CRV.
Oh,
lights.
yeah.
But this one used to be on this side on the original car, upright.
Ah.
This one on this side, upright.
And you just turn them sideways.
So you just put them sideways, besides for the styling, but also so you don't recognize them.
Oh,
and
yeah.
These are aftermarket.
Totally cool.
These are not original. They're aftermarket. So the inside is even different and you can't recognize them.
Gotcha.
So,
that's so cool.
So yeah, so some of those things I'm going to give them to you. But other than that, I mean, the only thing I got to say is when you get I'm going to do a little testing. Now that I have a sticker, cool. This, until it leaves, I can do a little driving around just to make sure no rattling, nothing weird inside. I don't want to hear a window going ding, 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 ding. But at the end of the day, when you get the car, we're not done. One part is done. The car is built and you have it.
Mm-hmm.
But from there on, it's your turn to start working on it. You got to start driving it and you got to take a chill. Don't just get in the car
and just
first
rip
freeway,
around.
120 miles an hour.
Yeah.
No. What if I forgot to tighten your lug nuts?
Yeah.
Well, it was Franco's fault, but you wrapped it around the pole and you hurt yourself over. No, let's be, it's a custom car.
Yeah.
It's been messed with from bumper to bumper. It's not a factory, computers, robots doing no. It's just to do what they have. So you need to be responsible in that sense. You gotta just start driving it, slow, just chill. You know the car more than I do, so just listen to things. Just here, you don't have to be nervous. No, just drive it, but give it time. Just make sure everything's okay, everything feels good, and then you just go faster, farther, until eventually a couple of days later you're like, nah, I know this car's good. And then you can just drive it across country if you want.
Sure.
But some people have even come here, pick up their cars, and drive it across country.
Jesus.
And a guy picked it up and drove it to Texas. And I go, you're retarded or something? Oh, why? What's wrong? This car was good. Well, yeah, it was good after we cut it all up. I mean, what if the latch, I didn't do the cable correctly, and the latch that pops up in your hood? I mean, I don't care about you damaging the hood. I'll fix it. But what if you go off the road? You gotta think about these things. Yeah, it is my responsibility. It is my job to make sure the car is good, and I do the best I can. But at the end of the day, we're not done. Chill, just drive around, stay close to home, just in case you have any little issue. Stay close to home. And then, once you drove it a couple times, you're like, no, you know the car, so you know if it feels normal, if it feels something weird. If it feels normal, good. You got new wheels, you got new tires, you got almost, I don't expect it wrong. What I did to the car was cosmetically. Mechanically, I didn't do anything.
Yeah.
Still the same car.
Yeah.
Just cosmetically is what we did, But still, I want you to be, chill with the car when you start driving it at first. I'm not saying for a month, okay? Just for first 20, 30 minutes, just pay attention. Don't just blast the music. Hold on, dude. Just chill out.
Yeah.
And then eventually you get on the freeway. First time, you just get on the slow lane. Just cruise at 60. Cruise it, chill. Just chill. Feel the car. Good. Doesn't pull. Doesn't do nothing. Nothing weird. Everything good. Tires, nothing shaky. Nothing but good. Okay. Then you start going fast, and then eventually you can go on the fast lane. But not the first time.
Yeah.
That's something that it's on you. Because I'm not gonna spend a month test driving the car.
Yeah.
Unless you pay me for it, I'll test drive it. I'll take it to Hollywood. I wouldn't mind. Okay. Yeah, you're like, no, Frank, I'll pay you to do it. Oh, cool. I'll go to the beach tomorrow with it, pop the top, and go to the beach all day. I'll take my wife out, sure. But you know what I mean. So it's just how it is. Okay, it's ethically correct. I don't give a shit. That's how it is.
Yeah. So how many guys do you have working for you?
And a couple guys that help me out. Saturdays they don't come to work. I don't even come to work on Saturdays. I have a couple things to do throughout the day. I knew it would come, so okay.
Yeah.
This car was just sitting right down the middle. Swiped it down real quick, and I had that one in here, but so it's just influence. Okay. But I have a couple guys. Then in the back, there's more people working. The whole place is about 3/4 of an acre.
Okay, and this is all you?
Some shops, well, it's all us, but some shops are not mine. Like for example, next door right here, this guy does simple mechanics, brakes, clutch, stuff like that. But that's his own. It's his own business.
Okay,
He
sure.
his spot.
Yeah.
The shop in the front, I don't know if you parked over
Yeah,
there.
I saw that over here.
That's his own shop. That's
Okay.
his own shop. Then the tire shop has to be with us. There's another mechanic belong to us. So now we have another shop in the back, another body shop.
Okay.
That's where my paint booth is right. You see
Oh, yep.
the exhaust over there? That's where the paint booth is. So that's so the whole thing is one shop, yeah. But I try to keep it here where I do all this crazy modification. I don't need people. I don't deal with customers that walk in from the street. I don't need the office where
And you're still getting most of your stuff's word of mouth still?
Oh my God, it's all done through online. Mainly. Before when I started, it was all through car shows. I used to do a lot of car shows.
Yeah.
But then the world changed. Now it's all online. All my customers, nobody drives by like, oh, can I order a car? It doesn't work. So most of my customers, actually in California, there's only one of my cars, I think now. Only one bandana, white. It's the only, and my Vex now. That was in California also before. But
Yeah.
other than that, most of my cars are throughout the whole country.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
How many Vexes are out there on the street now?
Right now, there is 6, I think.
6?
Besides the ones right in here. There's 3 right here already practically done. And there's 2 of them in the making. And there's another 4 coming in, already waiting for their turn. So, but in the streets right now, I think there's 6. I think it's about 6.
But none of them are this one.
No.
Nothing looks like
each
that.
one is unique. Each one is his own color. Each one. Besides, yeah, I mean, and I'm limiting them to about 12. I don't want to build more than 12.
Oh, okay.
Then on the Vex X, I might do another 12 maybe, and that's it. I'm done.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm done. I will change the whole car around.
Oh, okay.
Maybe I'll do a CA Corvette.
Call it
maybe
something else.
I'll do something else, or maybe the same Porsche. I don't know, but I like to limit them. I don't want to be 50, 100 cars up there. I don't like that.
Yeah.
I want to keep them limited.
Yeah.
Besides, you got to understand, to do 12 cars, it can take us 3 years, 4 years,
Yeah.
more. Just 12 cars. They're very, very handmade. There's no, cookie cutting thing here. Like everything is built. So literally, if you take that roof off this Vex and you want to put it on that Vex, chances are it won't fit.
Sure.
Yeah. Everything is custom.
Mm-hmm.
Even though they look the same, it doesn't mean anything. You can't put that hood on that car; it won't fit. And they're the same car, but that hood was built on this car.
So then, how does that work then for a crash? Do you have all the specs and stuff?
When I give you the hood, you have to. It's not that when I give you a new hood, you're just going to bolt it up. Oh no, you get the panel, but the structure and the latching and all that, you have to create a lot for it, and then you put. But in your case, you already have.
Oh, got it. I see what you're saying.
You know what I mean? Now the latch in the front is the original latch, of course. The hinges are the original hinges.
So when it gets damaged, you're just putting the panel over the existing structure.
Exactly.
Got it.
Exactly. But no, it doesn't mean that. The only thing maybe, but even the door may fit, but on that one, it may be the gap may be a little different.
Sure.
So it's just no, you can't. It's custom. It's unique. This car only can use its own parts. I can send you the raw parts. So, for example, you need a front end. Well, I'll send you that front end. That doesn't mean that when you bolt it onto that car, the hood, gap, everything's going to be
That's
perfect.
up to the body shop to
it's just a
do
rough
all
part.
that stuff.
And
Yeah.
you still got to. It's a custom car.
Yeah.
You cannot relate this to a factory car. It's a custom car here. So because I built 3 or 4 of the same model doesn't mean it's not custom.
Yeah.
Still, it's one of a kind in its own. So
That was what drew me to doing that.
That's what most people wanted. For one thing, it's exotic. It's not a supercar, but it's exotic. Supercar is all about cash. How much money you got, how much power you can put in there.
Yeah.
So any car can have 1,000 horsepower if you put the money in.
Mm-hmm.
Well, but the styling, that's an exotic car. It's very unique. It's very different. Doesn't devalue it. It'll never devalue it. When I built the red car the first time, it was 50 G's. The whole car with the Porsche included. Now it's 70 G's with the Porsche included.
Yeah.
So it went up in price since 2018. So it went up. So these cars are not valued by how many miles it have, what year, make, and model it is. It's valued by the conditions. If you keep it nice, if you put a better paint job, it's worth more.
Yeah.
You put better name brand wheels, it's worth more. So anything that it's always about the conditions of the car. It's not so much about the mileage.
Yeah.
So if you want a Vex, that one has 100,000 miles, 2006 salvage time. Do we care? I cut the damn thing in half, salvage time, whatever. So it's just a custom car.
This thing has 26 original
This one has,
miles on it.
Yeah, very low miles.
Yeah.
It's a good donor car. So the value of this will never devalue it. It will never lose value. My buddy bought the Corvette. He paid $95,000. Today it's worth $60,000.
Yeah. There's just too many of them out there.
Well, yeah, there's 37,000 cars in that corner, I think. They're building 40,000 cars in 1 year, and you expect it to be. So honestly, because now Civic, Honda tomorrow puts the engine of the Civic in the back of the Civic, and now it's a super exotic, unique. No, it's still. Don't get me wrong, it's a beautiful sports car. It's a badass sports car. Beautiful. I love the damn thing. But not to compare to an exotic, rare car. No, man. Because Chevy put the engine in the back, it's still a Corvette.
Yeah.
What difference does it make from the C7 to the C8? Oh, it's got the motor in the back. It's still a Corvette. But people had this crazy thing where they thought now that we're buying a unique, exotic. No, you're not.
Not when there's 100 of them in your town,
They're not. Most people that buy the owner of this car, he has Ferraris, he has all kinds of beautiful cars, exotic cars. He has the budget for another exotic car. You don't need to buy a Vex, but he wants something that nobody has. And his explanation was, when I go to the car meets and I pull in with my Ferrari, there's another 30 Ferraris there. I'm not special in any way. I thought I'd be special. I'm not. And people you pull it in, another one. So when he pulls in with the bags, it's a show. People are just, so that's what he likes, to have something different. And that's even what most guys have. Two reasons why most people, according to what I read, two reasons why most people buy exotic cars or exotic cars. It's a status, and to have something that you can't have. Status, because you know this thing's not cheap. Well, this one too. You know it's not cheap. I mean, the world knows it's not cheap. They're not going to assume this is 20 grand, right? And there's no financing here. And the second reason is because they want to have something that nobody has.
Yeah.
It's only 6 in the world today.
Yeah,
So,
that's awesome.
if that doesn't make it rare, I don't know what the hell.
I know, right?
Now, when it comes to the fit and finish, I always say that's on the customer.
Yeah.
If
So the logos, where do they go?
Vex goes here, the word Vex goes
Okay.
here, and then there's a Vex in the back. So, usually we'll put it over here. Sometimes I'll put it on the bumper here, depending where. And then you have a batch. We can do 3 batches or 1 batch. We can do 1, 2, and 3, or we do only the one in the front. Because sometimes the one on the side is a little too Ferrari. Some people don't like that.
Oh no, I want the 3 badges.
Okay, then we put 1 here, 1 there. The only reason why I put it is because I like to break up this squareness here.
Yeah.
But this, before the doors used to be cut, look at this. Before the doors used to have a different cut. See, I used to cut them this way, which it was a nicer look, right? And it makes the front end look shorter because you consider the front end being from here to there. It's very short. But what happens is the limits of how much the door can open. It can only open that much. That's it. Now, in order to keep the cars, I had to make the decision. I said, well, I'm going to cut the doors different. So what I did now is I cut it pretty much uglier, straight, right? But that allows you to open the door. In that car, it opens only to the first part. That's it. That's all it opens. But then in yours, it opens all the way.
Well, yeah, it opens like normal.
Yeah, so because of that, I don't like this area here, so I put the batch.
Oh yeah.
That's where the batch came from. So it's gonna have 3 batches in the front. In your case, it's gonna have the logo here,
Okay.
the logo on the back, and then I have the. Well, let me grab them. I think I put in the seat. And actually, the stickers. Here. He made them for me, and then we did a shadow on them, so just so it doesn't look so much like a plain sticker. Remember you asked me for the sticker for the door jamb?
Yes.
So what we did is he made them. This is the red sticker that you wanted.
Yeah.
But we made in black as well, just to kind of when we put it on, we can give it like a little shadow. Maybe it might make it look a little more. You know what I mean? I stagger it a little bit.
Yes.
And it might make it look kind of like I can move it sideways so the shadow will be inside.
Yes.
Just to
Love
make
that.
it a little more interesting, because I figure it would be too much like just a sticker.
Yeah,
It
no,
may
it'll
look
look
too
cool.
cheap, like
Yeah.
a sticker. So, and I made it kind of big. We can always, also that's the other part. She's gonna go like that. I don't know.
Yeah, no, it makes a statement.
You like that?
Yes.
Do you like the size of it?
Yeah.
Okay, because I didn't know if you wanted it bigger, smaller, so I kind of say, well, hold on. Besides, I want to give it a quick polish on the jam, just a little polish.
Yeah.
Jams, we don't really sand them down. We'll still buff it.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
We gotta buff it, we gotta wax it, we gotta clay, we gotta put the emblems after that, and
Yeah.
I gotta go over it. I had to run here on the paint, or it's dumping way too much clear. I don't know if you see right here.
Yep, I see that.
But this gets all sanded down, all smooth. I saw another one. This
Yeah,
is
I
just-
see some overspray here too.
yeah, you see what I mean? All that's from spraying blacks and stuff
Yeah.
and trims. So you get a little over. Don't care. We got to sand it all down.
Yep.
We got to buff it all out,
Sweet.
wax it. We got to clay it. We got to detail it. And then I'll start looking over. I'm sure I'll have little, bull crap here and there. I'm always gonna find things. And I'll try to do the best. You see the plugs here. I got to finish peeling the plastic on. This is even sitting there. It's not even bolted yet. I want to remove it to clean all in there and paint the hinges. So I need 3-4 days. But usually when we call a truck to pick up the car, they always pick it up about 10 days later.
Yeah.
7 to 10 days later.
Okay.
In this shop, unfortunately for you guys, because before I had a beautiful showroom, coffee, the secretary will serve you. But that means the car is going to cost you an extra 20 grand because
Yeah.
I'm not going to pay for the shop. You pay for it.
Yeah.
Customers pay for it.
Yeah.
So that's why one day I said, all this fancy crap, my customers they come once, sometimes they don't even come here. No, Franco just shipped me the car. And I'm thinking, I don't get rid of all that. So we had this property ready. So I just took a piece of it and said, okay, I'm gonna do it here. Let's do it. That's why the cars, I can drop the price down. I don't have to maintain a big old $10,000 a month shop.
Yeah.
But what I did is over here is dirty. It's dusty. It's dirty. And so I polished the car, I buffed the car, and waxed them all up. And the next day, it's a ball of dust. I'm like, no, dude, I ain't doing this. My detailer guy already called me 3 times. Hey, you want me to come detail? I'm like, no, for what? You know, I mean, he can see the car. I mean, can't tell. Like, yeah, it's gonna be a little bit smoother, a little bit shinier, whatever. It's still, it's gonna be the same color.
Yeah.
So that's why. But yeah, we're gonna polish it. We're gonna detail all of it. We're gonna clean it all up, make all the tires shine, all that stuff. We're gonna, you know, and before it goes. So the sticker, I didn't want to put it on because I wasn't sure. It was a little big. And, I don't know. You tell me.
No, it's good.
Then the sound, you didn't hear the stereo.
No, I haven't heard the stereo yet.
So it's not, I mean, obviously we're limited to what we can do. Okay, you see the box in the back? You seen the box?
Yep.
So it's limited what we can really do with a small
Yeah.
box. Okay, but we. Let's see, I think I'm connected probably on my phone. Oh, there it is. Now, hold on, let me see if it's the, okay, so you got the apps. I'm like, well, you'll play with it. This is asking me to connect my CarPlay. Obviously, I don't want to connect. You have CarPlay. I don't want to connect my CarPlay. So it's going to keep popping up. It's going to bug you. I'm sure there's a way to say, stop bugging me, but until you don't connect your CarPlay, it's going to keep bugging you. Just go to the app. I just want to check the sound on it. You got more apps, okay, when you just want to check that it's okay, high five, we got custom. Over here you can change all your settings. Right? Go back to that. So, wait, see, it's trying to connect to my CarPlay. So you gotta adjust it. I didn't adjust it a whole lot.
Yeah.
You gotta play, but I want to make you listen to different sounds just so you kind of get the idea of the sound of it. So
No, it's. I mean, it sounds good. I mean, it's what I would expect.
I haven't turned it up yet.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's gonna get a lot. That's barely half. No, it's gonna get loud.
Yeah.
It's gonna get very loud. I mean. Get your hand in there. You're so big, you barely fit out. You're so big. Yeah, so, I mean, and that's, you can turn it up a little bit. I'm not saying don't go all the way, don't blow anything, but yeah, it's
That's loud.
hold on. Let me go back. It's getting get louder, you can adjust it to more bass, less bass, whatever. I just kind of adjust it, just make sure I don't hear anything weird. But it sounds good. It's real nice when you're driving.
Yeah.
Now the other thing is, I'm gonna turn it down from here. The other thing is, so put it in reverse so you can see the backup camera. Oh, you had heads up, right? Yeah. So it should go into the back. It goes automatically into the backup camera. Okay. So obviously you can play if you wanna. It has things where you can add lines to it. You can, whatever, move it up, move it down. You can zoom in, zoom out. You can do all kinds of. You gotta play with the radio until you get it all.
Oh, it's all in here.
And then you're familiar with Android or no? You have an Android phone? You have an iPhone?
I have an iPhone.
You always hit either the house or the back. You see the little arrow? Right now you're on gear. No, it's going to automatically go on. You got to put it back in park. If you don't put it back in park, now you're back to. So you always use the home button on the back button.
Okay.
Wherever you are and you want to get out of it, you always go home or back.
Got it.
After that, you got to play with it. Okay, you'll get the hand on it. But
Yeah, I'll figure it out.
you have GPS. You have Bluetooth. You have CarPlay. You have backup camera. You have, phone.
Did you put the front camera in?
No.
Couldn't get it?
It's gonna be complicated.
Really?
I'm gonna try when I start buffing it all out. I'm gonna try to install it, but I don't promise you. It's gonna be complicated.
Oh, okay.
It's gonna be very complicated. So I'm gonna try. We'll see if I can. It's not complicated to connect it, or it's complicated to route it into the car. Now I'm gonna have to take apart half the shit. And that was my bad because I think when I look at my notes, it says something about front camera. I think you told me
I
from
said
day
it at the
one.
very beginning, front and back cameras.
So that's why I have the camera. I got 2 different cameras. And I don't know how to work the stereo when it comes to the camera. I don't know if there's something I got to do to on the system, but let me turn it on.
Yeah, sounds 1,000 times better than what it sounded before.
I just try and put different songs just to hear different sounds. But you gotta adjust it obviously to whatever you like to listen to. The funny thing is, the louder you put it, the better it sounds.
Yeah.
The lower you go, so you might want to adjust it. But the louder it goes, the better it sounds. Weird. But it sounds good. I like it.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to talk to my upholstery. Actually, I have him coming up on Monday just to do some work on that car. Actually, so I'm going to have him look at this and see if he can actually do something with the seat. See if he can actually.
Oops, the liner all just came out.
Oh, those are overlays. So we can actually, get them permanently. But I like to keep them as an overlay, so you can always pull them out if you want, clean them, buzz them. But
Yeah.
it looks nice or cheap. You can get them on eBay for $100.
Okay.
Not a big deal. But. So that's why I always tell people, don't worry about stepping on it. And people, I don't want to miss it. It's $100. You can change it. That's the beauty of it. But there's got clips that you can put on. Even there's this sort of kind of rivets, but I don't want to do that permanently. Then you can get them out. I did them on my car, and then I couldn't get them out to clean them nice.
Oh, yeah.
Or the shit that gets under it.
Yep.
You can't vacuum it. No, you pump them out, you hose them down, you vacuum the rest. Now, we didn't change the carpet. Remember that. We didn't change it. It was going to cost a lot to change the carpet. So what I did is I used some of this fussy material and I just put it around the edges where you might pick through. For example, right here, you see, I didn't put it there. See, there's your carpet. See, so I put a piece here just because when this is on, you might be able to pick through here. I don't want you to see the red. You can see a little bit here.
Oh, yeah.
So you can. So I did that just over around, just to not. You tell me, no, don't worry about the carpet. Yeah, what the hell? I want to see the red carpet. Now, when it comes to the spray on the doors, you don't have to worry about it. It should hold up, but we'll scrub it with a brush. It'll be nice. You don't touch this. That's what we don't worry about. You use the seat was completely reupholstered. It's not painted.
Yeah.
You touch the steering wheel, and then you touch the handle. You touch this. You don't constantly touching the dash. So that's what we felt that this is going to be better than spending $7,000 to reupholster everything.
Yeah.
But still, if you ever have any little problems, I'm going to send what the Carmen said, car paint, blue. I'm going to send you the black. I'm going to send you this, little touch-ups. So just in case you can touch it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So all that will be in the trunk when I ship you the car.
Okay.
And other than that, everything else is normal. It's just the Porsche. Nothing crazy. Nothing. So just to open the rear hatch, the handle is right here. You see it right here? Look. See it right there?
Oh, yep.
Okay. Now, there's a trick to this. If you pull it and you let go of it, well, it's still closed. So in order to open, you have to hold it here. It's a little trick. You gotta hold it and then lift. Hold it and lift. That's the way you open this. Okay. Now you're gonna have a stick. It's not this one. Okay, but it's coming. Yeah, it's coming in the next couple of days. You're gonna have a little stick that's gonna go in here. You see there?
Oh, okay.
And it's gonna go here. There's gonna be a little thing here, which is coming on Monday. With a nice thing. That's gonna be here to hold this.
Okay.
This you don't open for nothing. Only to put your top in there if you want to, and if you need to get to your motor.
Okay.
Other than that, your motor is still there. Do you know where your engine was? You ever seen it before?
Yeah. I saw it.
Okay, so that's now you have more access to it.
Yeah, the compartment's a lot bigger.
Yeah, you have more access. Before you had to do the top. Now you just open this. There's your engine. And that's the only thing. The only ring, the roof. When you want to put it in there, you take it off. You spin it around. It doesn't go in the way it is. It doesn't go in here. It won't fit. You have to. When you take it out, you put it the other way. The back goes towards the front. The back of the roof.
Okay.
Towards the front. When you bring it, when you put it in, you just slide it in,
Mm-hmm.
And then you're gonna bring it down. When you bring it down, be sure not to hit the latch. Because a lot of people, they don't pay attention. They're paying attention here. When they bring it down, they hit the latch. Now, you're not gonna break anything, but you might scratch it. You know, it's just be careful with the latch.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna try to put a little padding or something, or yellow tape, something to call your attention the first time. After you know, then you know. I never mess it up because I know. So that's why I'm saying first time when you do that, be careful. As far as the top, when you close this, you're not gonna feel any. You feel like you're not closing it. But it's locked.
Okay.
You want to make sure this one is closed completely, it doesn't move. Because if not, when you open this one, you may hit into this one.
Okay.
Okay. Now the roof, look over here. You have this latch. There's another one, obviously, on the other side.
Oh, okay.
Just that's it. Just do that, and this comes up.
Okay.
See, it goes up. So I got to do the
Do
other
it on
side.
both sides.
Yeah.
Okay.
You bring this down, and you unlatch it, and you bring this up.
Okay.
That's the only thing. That's the latch at the top. Now, when you lift it up, what you're gonna do is you're gonna lift it up. Don't fucking go up to here. 2 guys done that. I'm like, do I gotta explain this to you? If you're gonna lift the front and you gotta slide it out, it's got 2 pins. It's a Corvette top. This was original Corvette top.
Okay.
In a Corvette, you lift it enough to where you can clear this. You lift it enough and you slide it out. It's got 2 pins in the back. That's it. Well, for some reason, some guys have lifted it so much that they make this hit here and break things. And the second thing is you gotta have the doors open. They don't need to be fully open. You can go and just open it up to there. Or that's it. Not just put the window down, but at least open the door at least a little bit, just so when you're trying to get it out, you don't hit the window. So you gotta open the door, unlatch the 2 things, and put it up.
Okay.
So it's very simple. It's not complicated. And other than that, the trunk lid, same thing. Let me show you that. I always tell people, because in your case you have a spoiler, use this as always the tool to open it. You know, you got this to open.
Yeah.
So it's a little dirty, sorry. We're still making sure that we have no air in the system. This is a valve right here. When we put this cover back, you don't see it. There's a valve here to bleed. So sometimes after we're done with it, it might suck a little more water, just little bubbles of air that could have inside, and the light will come on. Bang! You just gotta do is put water. That's it. Just fill this bottle up until the light. That's it.
Okay.
That could happen. Only happened to one guy when I shipped him the car. I make sure it's done. But anyways, so when you open it, just open it. We had to add an extra shock because spoiler is heavier.
Yeah.
So we had to do that. We had no choice. Try to keep it out of the way, but it's only one way. When you bring it down, that's it.
Okay.
Use this. It's the best thing. Not from here. Just use this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Your mirrors, I ended up putting these covers. These are just like overlay, but the real carbon fiber overlay.
Okay.
I put this on because it had this glue. Mother, I spent a week trying to clean that shit. I couldn't get rid of it, man. It was like some weird shit. It would come up to a point where I started digging into the plastic, and I had to say stop. So I was gonna get you new mirrors, but these mirrors were customized right here. They were customized to fit. You can't just, even though they're original Porsche mirrors, you can't buy another and put them on. No, you gotta customize it. So I didn't want to have to. I was gonna throw them away and buy new mirrors, but I had already customized them. Like, so I bought these covers. I think they look nice.
Yeah, they look good.
And then I happened to have from another spoiler that the guy didn't want these flaps. I happened to have this carbon fiber one, so I figured, oh,
It ties right in.
yeah,
it's great.
Kind of does the job, so we put them on. The spoiler also has to be buffed. That's why it's kind of grumpy.
Yep, I see that, yeah.
Yeah. Now, the buffing, here's the deal. When I polish them, I try not to go too deep. I can go real, if you can see, it doesn't have a lot of orange peel. It's just mainly dust particles that get stuck up. Feel this. Feel it. It feels like sandpaper. Feel it.
Oh, yeah.
See what I mean? That's the one overspray. Sometimes overspray, you can fall on. That's why I don't know.
Until it's time to go.
I want you to see it polished, but at the same time, I know it's better if I polish it. Tomorrow's leaving, today I'm buffing. Tomorrow, out it goes.
Yeah.
And then it gets there nice.
Yeah.
But anyways, so pretty much, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I'm giving you too much information. When you leave out the door, you forget everything I said.
Oh, I got it on video, so I won't forget anything.
No, but yeah. So what I ended up doing is putting the covers, just I'm gonna give this to this one. When I buff the cars, that's what I'm trying to do. I don't want to go too deep. I have had guys that I polish the car, they get it home, and they're like, "Oh, I just want it to be a little more buff." I mean, you could have told me, you could have polished it to perfection.
Mm-hmm.
But what does, it kills the lifespan of the paint.
Yeah.
It's gonna kill it. So what some guys have done is I give them the car, they get it, oh, I just wanted some areas to shine more. They get their own buffing guy and they polish the shit out of the car. And now the car looks like the Indiana car, blue, pearl blue car, polish the shit out of it. Oh, it looks fucking wet, gorgeous. Good job. Well, I give him until the end of next year, his paint is gone. Because he got rid of all the clear.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing? If you're going to shows, just I'm gonna buff it. Now I can cut this sucker, oh my god, I can make this a mirror. But the better I make it look, the more clear I'm removing from the car.
Mm-hmm.
I prefer not to do that because it's not a show car. But it's still, we're gonna polish it enough to where it's smooth, it's beautiful, it's just nice. You know what I mean? You're not gonna have none of this little particles, none of this crap. You know, the only thing you might have, you might find a little compound that we didn't get to clean it up.
Yeah.
We didn't see it, you know. Sometimes they get it around. That's the only thing that sucks when I buff it after it's done. I buff it usually before I put it together, so we don't get compound inside all this, you know what I mean?
No, sure.
After we're done, we'll wash it all up, but, wash it. Try not to use pressure washers if you don't have
Wash
to.
it by hand with a sponge.
Yes. No car washes. Let's drive through.
Mm-hmm.
Don't even think about it.
Okay.
Technically, you could, but don't. Those machines are not used to this kind of cars with all the crazy.
Yeah.
Something can grab onto the.
Mm-hmm. And then yank it right
I would
out of
say
there.
no. Pressure washer. I mean, I have a lot of guys. They're called professional detailers to detail their cars, and they'll pressure wash it. That's fine. I prefer not to, but if you have to, just keep a little distance. Don't go.
Yeah.
Don't do it. No. But other than that, that's pretty much the whole spill. I just want to make sure that you know I have you here. Now. Later on, I can do it on the phone if that's something like how to move the top. And stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's about it. Other than that, when it comes to the way the car functions, it's the Porsche is the same thing.
Sweet.
Same thing. Everything is still the same. Original, everything is the same.
Oh, and for the camera, what's your name?
Gisela. That's my wife's name.
Oh, really?
Franco Gagliardi. Yeah.
Nice.
From Gagliardi Design.
Yes.
So yeah, no, man. Everything is normal. So I pretty much show you how to open everything, how to function everything. I mean, it's just.
And this is one of 6 so far, 2025.
I want to say 6. There is one more, which is a VSX. So it's not a VEX, it's a VSX.